following contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE Championship. Please welcome at this time Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez.
Damas y caballeros, aquí en esta noche en Nueva York les presento al hombre que ganará su título otra vez, al Orgullo de México, el patrón. Él es Alberto Del Rio.
Man, I hope Alberto Del Rio does some serious damage to CM Punk here tonight so CM Punk can understand what it's like to be in pain.
Oh, will you quit being a crybaby, Cole?
Ladies and gentlemen, for the request of the challenger, I would like to introduce CM Punk's personal ring announcer, WWE Hall of Famer, Howard Finkel.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Nearly 17,000 strong here in the Big Apple on their feet for the #1 contender, CM Punk.
And any way you look at it, Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk is going to be a hell of a matchup here tonight at Survivor Series.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 50-year history of the WWE Championship. The title has changed hands here in New York on 15 occasions, more than any other place in the entire world. Will it happen tonight?
And CM Punk is finally getting his rematch after Alberto Del Rio cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam.
Alberto Del Rio has had a magical year. He began the year off by winning the largest Royal Rumble in history. He also won the Money in the Bank ladder match and then cashed it in at SummerSlam to win the WWE title.
Oh, wait a minute. You know you have to keep an eye on Ricardo Rodriguez because throughout this entire magical year that you speak of, Rodriguez has been there creating shortcuts from Del Rio. And I don't think that's befitting of a champion.
You know, CM Punk enters this match a 4-time world champion and a 2-time Money in the Bank winner. In fact, he's the only man to win it 2 years in a row. Punk's on fire here.
Look at CM Punk here. CM Punk gathering attention in a hurry.
Took the world backbreaker.
Oh! You hear how his leg connected? Ouch! Oh, out of nowhere!
Nobody wants to give an inch in this.
Later tonight, for the first time in history, known WrestleMania opponents will team up when The Rock partners with John Cena to battle R-Truth and The Miz.
I have a hard time believing, King, The Rock and John Cena will be able to coexist here tonight.
Well, I gotta agree, The Rock and John Cena certainly are an unlikely team. But it's not necessarily uncommon to see the Great One shelve his personal feelings for the betterment of the team. You gotta remember, The Rock and Sock connection.
You're right, King. You know, Rock wasn't necessarily fond of Mankind when they first teamed, but that was different. The Rock and Mankind weren't already signed to do battle on the biggest stage of them all.
Just when he thinks he's going the one way, his opponent takes him another. Oh, man! Oh, down on the back. You know his neck is feeling that one.
King, John Cena has been named Superstar of the Year at the Slammies the past 2 years.
Yeah, but you'd have to think whichever superstar wins this match here tonight will be the odds-on favorite to win this year's Superstar of the Year when the Slammies are held next month.
You know, King, speaking of the Slammies, I'm no stranger to that award. I've a few proudly displayed on my mantle at home.
Well, unfortunately, I also won a few Slammies in 1996, and they weren't necessarily career highlights. Considering what I won them for, And let's just leave it at that, Cole. Oh! CM Punk says he's going to make the WWE Championship interesting again.
What I don't like about CM Punk is the way that he coerced Alberto Del Rio into putting the championship on the line here tonight. Big Show had knocked out Del Rio. Then Punk careening spine first into the barricade. Tonight marks CM Punk's first Survivor Series match since 2009, as injury prevented him from competing last year.
Yeah, and meanwhile, last year was Alberto Del Rio's Survivor Series debut. Unfortunately for him, though, he didn't fare too well.
Quickly getting back to Del Rio's Survivor Series appearance last year, you're right, King. It wasn't pretty for Del Rio as he and his squad were defeated by Team Mysterio in a classic Survivor Series elimination tag team match.
And who will ever forget CM Punk's first ever Survivor Series when he helped turn back team-rated RKO as a member of Team DX in 2006.
You know, King, I'm thinking about filing a criminal and civil lawsuit against CM Punk after he injured me this past week on Raw.
Oh, that's great. How does that anaconda vice feel anyway?
It's excruciating. I'm in severe pain. It's a miracle I'm even out here tonight.
I'll let you use my attorney. He's a guy where you're considered innocent until proven broke.
The first time this great arena hosted Survivor Series was back in 1996.
And unfortunately, I remember that well. I teamed with a young Triple H, Goldust, and Crush to take on The Rock, Jake Roberts, Mark Merrow, and The Stalker. Let's just say it didn't go so well.
Stalker?
Yeah, was that you in disguise?
King, you may not remember the 1996 Survivor Series fondly, but I assure you the WWE Universe does. Among the highlights were Undertaker defeating Mankind, Bret Hart defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Psycho Sid winning the WWE title from Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Sid's victory over Michaels was one of the 15 times WWE Championship changed hands in this very arena. That's more than any other arena in the entire world. You know, I've been watching Alberto Del Rio since he arrived here in the WWE, and he's always working the little things, something his opponent never sees coming. That's what's unique about Alberto Del Rio.
What's going to be interesting is that you would have to assume the strategy for both men in this matchup is to work the arms of the other. For Del Rio, it's the cross arm breaker, and of course for Punk, the anaconda vice.
And you would have to think that both of these guys are under a lot of pressure. It doesn't get any bigger than competing in the Big Apple. You know, the only thing I agree with Alberto Del Rio on is, I've been rich and I've been poor, and he's right, rich is better.
What? I find it hard to believe that the king of Memphis was once poor.
Yeah, I know that shocks you, Cole, but my early battles in Memphis with Jackie Fargo, while great, weren't necessarily sending me to the penthouse.
There's a reason for that. Alberto Del Rio, on the other hand, was born into wealth. His family is among the most wealthy and well-respected in all of Mexico.
Uh-oh.
The past couple of weeks, Alberto Del Rio has assaulted CM Punk back in the locker room area as he's tried to gain every advantage here tonight.
You know, I don't necessarily agree with Del Rio's approach, but I do understand it. When you're champ, you don't want to lose the title. Once you get that feeling, it stays with you forever.
Yep.
That's it. He's out. Uh-oh. He's in position, ready to strike.
What a counter.
Incoming! It's so hard.
Pump Del Rio up high, going for the GTS.
Oh, but look at Del Rio. He's not even going for that cross arm breaker. And whoa, watch that roundhouse.
Yeah, but look at Del Rio. Del Rio flips into the arm breaker. Arm breaker. And he's in a tough predicament. And he reversed it.
Good move there.
He gets out of trouble there.
He was one step ahead on that one.
And he breaks the hold. I guess he wants to try something else.
I don't know what more you'd want to do to another man. He was able to reverse that. Uh-oh. What's CM Punk going to do now?
And there's the release. What's going to happen now?
I'm scared to ask.
CM Punk is rolling forward right before our eyes. Uh-oh, CM Punk is looking to end it.
What a crushing bulldog!
Look at those eyes.
Oh, yeah, this could be big.
Uh-oh, trying to put him away.
Oh, lights out. Oh, look at this.
Oh, and a kick out. And look at Punk, wait!
He's got him.
He had a con device locked in on Del Rio.
Del Rio maybe hits. Look at this. Del Rio's tapping out.
We got a new champion.
Oh, my God. CM Punk has won.
What a moment.
Oh, man. The WWE Championship just being handed to CM Punk.
Here is your winner and new WWE Champion, CM Punk.
And now the celebration.
You're right about that. Punk sharing it with his fans.
What an incredible moment.